Picture this. You walked into a grocery store. All you needed was milk.
But you walked out having had dinner with Keanu Reeves.
No, I'm serious. This is not a joke. Let me tell you exactly how this happened. Because honestly, even now, it's kind of hard to believe it was real.
It wasn't, dramatic. It wasn't a total disaster. It was just one of those days that felt heavy, where nothing seemed to go right, where you were just done. You know that feeling? That was you. And you almost didn't even go out. You almost just stayed home. But the fridge was empty, so you grabbed your bag and went anyway. And that one small decision, well, it changed everything.
And you just stopped walking. Because standing right there, right in front of you, was Keanu Reeves. Just a man, in a gray hoodie, holding a bag of oranges. No bodyguards, no big entourage, just reading the label on the bag like it was the most important document in the world. He kind of glances at you, the way strangers do for just a second, and then goes right back to his oranges. You should have just walked away. But instead, and you have no idea why, you opened your mouth and said, "Are those good oranges?"
Oh no.
He looked up, slowly, and there was this one long, awkward pause where you just wanted to completely disappear into the floor. And then he smiled, a real smile. The kind that actually reaches the eyes. And he says, "Honestly, I have no idea. I've been standing here for 5 minutes trying to figure that out." And just like that, he was laughing with you in a grocery store over oranges. And you just started talking, and then something just kind of hits you. Behind all the movies and the fame and this legend that everyone's built around him, he was just a person. A person who gets tired, who needs to buy groceries, who stands at a fruit aisle on a random Wednesday not knowing if the oranges are any good. Just like you. He just says, "There's an Italian place right next door. Nothing fancy. You want to get some food?" He wasn't performing. He just asked. It was so calm, so simple, and just genuine. The way a real person asks when they actually mean it. And you said yes. The restaurant was perfect. It was small, warm, had those red tablecloths, candles stuck in old wine bottles. You sat across from each other and ordered pasta and just talked. You talked about your life, about all the heavy things you hadn't really said out loud to anyone, and he just listened. He didn't check his phone. He didn't look around the room. He just listened, like you were the only person there, like what you were saying actually mattered. Do you have any idea how rare that is? And he looked at you. He really looked at you, and he said, "I don't know what's been going on for you lately, but I can see you've been carrying something heavy. And I just want you to know you're doing so much better than you think. Keep going." That's what he said. He shook your hand, smiled one last time, and then just walked away into the city. And you just sat there, thinking about how close you were to not even leaving the house that day. How one small decision, this one tiny moment of just getting up and going, led you to that aisle, to him, to those words that you needed to hear more than you even knew. And that's really the story. You went in for milk, you came home with oranges. And something else too, something quiet, something warm, something you still feel every single time a day gets hard. Oh, and those oranges he was holding, the ones he had no idea about, yeah, they were the best you ever had. That whole story, that entire life-changing evening, happened because of one small choice to just get up and go. It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? What might happen if you go out today?